A homeless shelter like this is something Sarasota has needed for a very long time.
We must do something. This Come As You Are shelter is what we must do. We have to move forward. Thank you, and stay with this, you guys. I know it's tough.
We have all these adults back there who are so mentally unstable and living in such bad conditions that, what's next? So I'm sorry if I seem rowdy, but please, let's do something.
The people that we are afraid of serving now, though, they are on the streets. They're sleeping on our doorsteps, they're defecating in our backyards, and that's the way that it is, because we are not providing the service that we should.
The defecating and urination, there is no place for them to go. So with a shelter that is open 24/7, that would be eliminated because there would be a place for them to go to the restroom and to be.
A big homeless problem is our families having no place to live, working 2 and 3 jobs, and we have to have a food bank begging for money to feed our children for the summer. And you guys can sit up there and say, this is the best our county, Sarasota, can do.
This is a major problem because the minute you put something good here, you're going to have every homeless guy around the country coming.
Contrary to what others have stated, Gillespie Park and other surrounding neighborhoods are not in favor of the placement of the shelter and within the city limits.
In my view, we are being bullied by a perhaps well-intentioned political group with its own agenda to place the homeless shelter in the already compromised neighborhoods of North Sarasota. I'm reaching out to you to please listen to us. When all is said and done, this is your legacy.
Any problem, real or perceived, even the small loss of customers, could put people out of business.
I'm very concerned about my personal safety as well as the safety of my employees should a homeless shelter be located in my neighborhood.
We are, quite frankly, just against it. As far as I'm concerned, Dr. Marbut may have had a great suggestion in putting them all in a shelter, but I, in my own mind, cannot understand why anybody would ever say put it in my neighborhood.
I'm not against the homeless, but I do believe that the area that our businesses are in is not the appropriate place for a homeless shelter.
And the biggest mistake is for us to even think of putting a homeless shelter in the city of Sarasota. It's like putting a homeless shelter in Midtown Manhattan. It just doesn't work. It won't work.
It is very important that vulnerable populations be considered when you choose where you're going to put this Come As You Are shelter.
Nobody wants to be homeless. He said usually they're out on the street because of domestic violence, an illness, or a job loss. But, he said, they stay out on the street because of bad decisions.
I think that you've heard plenty of complaints and heard a lot of people tell you they do not want the shelter located in the city of Sarasota. I join them.